pleasure to have Banana Ball back in the Bronx. Tonight we kick off a two-game series in Yankee Stadium between the defending champion Party Animals and the current top team in the sport, the Savannah Bananas. Two teams trending in opposite directions as the Animals look to stop a 5-game skid, while the Nanners come into the Big Apple winners of 6 straight regular season games. And what a thrill to be back on the ESPN app and Disney Plus as we get to see the two original teams in the sport square off.
1, 2, 3.
Bouncer to the right side. Olsen will whip it between the legs. There's out number 1 as Hampton advances to third.
In 117 games in their system.
Right back up the middle, Jake Skoll with his 10th ribeye on the tour. Brings in his best buddy. An unearned run against Austin Drury. Hampton reaching on the trick play miss.
For the Party Animals to get Jake Skoll back in this lineup after he missed the finale last week, as Jackson at third base goes between the legs and will get the lead out at second base. A second trick play in the ball game for the Nanners, and still not a man moving up and into scoring position. And Swanee also had a career accomplishment, reaching 200 career hits, as he will go down swinging against Austin Drury. 2 trick plays and a K in the inning for the Nanners, but a run on the board for the Party Animals.
Putting the pressure from Delano. Swing and a miss. Called strike 3. Swing and a miss. Garrett Delano strikes out the side, and the Party Animals lead 1-0. Play on the Party Animals season opener February 27th in Tallahassee as he flips this the other way. Ryan Cox tip drill, and he will secure it. Noah Fisher here in his 3rd world tour, one of the GOATs of walk-ups in Banana Ball, one of the greatest of all time in our sport. Bill teaching Sam Bauman how to hit home run. This is going to be a tough play. KJ barehand, no chance.
And then he got hot for the Party Animals, proceeded to bat .308 with an OPS north of 1,000 in his next 15 games with 3 homers.
Good to see a stanky leg from Bryson Bloomer after being plunked on the first offering from...
Hey, make a play. Oh, pop opportunity. I got to cover second though.
Hampton, tip drill. Acuff behind the back, double trick play just like that.
There it is. What you're drawing up right there. Oh, we know how to make sure every ball in play, we're making the most of it. Here's another one if Chase gets out there. Chase gets out there. He's not there enough. Oh, up, shimmy. Oh, it's sexy. Dude, redheads are taking over Banana Ball. Oh, make a play. Over. Back it up.
Wow, what a scoop and stretch from Jason Swan. Trick play from Bloomer. Dustin Baber, what an honor and a privilege, my friend.
Absolutely, the honor's all mine, guys. Talk to you soon.
See you, dog.
Thank you, babe.
One on the dot. And that one through the 6-hole Swan. And it's another unearned run against Austin Drury. 2 home runs across his 3 games in the Banana Ball Open. And that ball launched deep out to right. It's a cruise missile into the seats. And we're tied at a run each here in the 3rd. First time around. And a cued ball to Baber, quickly between the legs. 5th trick play on the ball game for the Party Animals. The solo home run from Robert Anthony Cruz denies the Animals their 2nd point, but Delano escapes, still with that 1-0 lead.
I'm not gonna
Ball barreled up, deep out to left center, and a backflip catch. Robert Anthony Crute. Trapper to KJ, between the legs. Behind the back, Alex Ziegler. Double trick play from the Nanners corner infielders.
Sing once again with me, a strange duet. My power over you grows stronger yet. And though you turn from me to glance behind, the phantom of the opera is there inside your mind.
Now coming to pitch, the Phantom of the Opera.
He spent the last 14 years on Broadway. Swing and a miss! Derek Klena, as the Phantom of the Opera, has his first career banana ball strikeout.
And you get the bow as well from Derek Klena.
Could you describe, what's your perfect date?
My idea of a perfect date, I would say April 25th. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, all you need is a light jacket.
Will flew out to Fisher and left his first time. Drives this one deep out to left center. Hampton in pursuit. Makes the inning-saving catch. He's got Baber in the 10-hole. Then Hampton and Acuff at the top. And Baber his second trip to the dish tonight. Normally it's his third plate appearance. You get the beer chug. As he skies this one right side, Alex Ziegler behind the back, cool as a cucumber. Ziggy with the trick play to open up the fifth.
Bananas in the previous two tonight have led to run scoring for the Animals as Hampton takes off. The throw from Leroy will get away from KJ, and Hampton will score for the Party Animal.
As this one yanked to KJ. He will grab the trick play, whipping it between the legs, taking care of Chase Acuff. When he's really at his best, he will pound lefties with cutters in. As he gets soft contact, sliding stop, Jason Swan between the legs, just in time over to Fluke. Trick play for Swanee. A Baker's dozen on the year for him, and tomahawk to third. Between the legs, Bryson Bloomer in time. Sean Fluke, heck of a frame. Well, as a trick play miss from Ryan Cox, as this one a mile high out to right center. And a tip drill. You bet. Alexiadis to Ty Jackson. That puts the Bananas back ahead 10-8 in trick plays. Reminder on the equalizer point, if the Party Animals as the away team have more trick plays than the Bananas going into our final inning, they claim the point. Home team cannot get the equalizer. They're just here to deny it. How about the dance from Connor Harris? Anthony Cruz solo home run in the bottom half as this one is bounced to Cox. Between the legs, over to first, Siggy! Between the legs scoop! And it's back-to-back double trick plays to open up the sixth.
And this is where the Bananas are certainly trying to put the pressure on the Party Animals as they are just spamming the double trick play button right now.
Strike out and fly out so far tonight. Giving the fans a chance. And caught, yes! Caught on the second deck. What a snag by that youngster to take care of Andy Cosgrove. Victory's going both ways. As Stelt's a line drive out to left center field, and he gets a knockoff. Dalton Ponce again. Albritton, his first hit here in his sixth Banana Ball World Tour.
Knock, and Sam's hopefully going to grab the tallest man in Banana Ball. If he can reach him.
Hey, Sam. Oh, man, that's been long overdue. We ain't had one of those in a while. We've been needing that.
Dancing continues. Non-stop barrage of boogies here in the sixth inning. Ponce responds to the Harris And Ty led dances with a little dance A-cuff. Should win the inning. Hampton's got a cannon though out in center. Ty can really fly. Throw home, offline, and it is a walk-off sac fly for Dan Oberst. Ashton Lansdale here in her third World Tour. Waiting for a 3-0, and we'll take the free at least 90 feet. Gets the ball for a sprint, and content with just the 90 feet. Good sprint defense by the Bananas. This one shot in the air. Rack a long run. There's the second out. Baber coming home, the throw, not in time. That's a high fly ball, deep down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone. It is off the foul pole. A flight of passage. Two-run tater to tie the seventh for MJG. And now Kyle Jackson with a pop. Left side, emphatic call from Reese Hampton. He will tip it. And Fisher will secure the trick play for his center fielder.
At the plate completely changes.
Bounding ball to Acuff between the legs over to first.
Entering tonight, the lowest strikeout rate among qualified batters in banana ball, just 2.2% for Swan, despite the tour average being around 16.5. As Swan skies another one in the air, Cox will tip. Kyle Jackson will catch behind his back. And the Bananas just continue to collect the double trick plays in tonight's contest, and earning that equalizer point becomes even more tricky now for the Party Animals.
This one shot out to left with a little chutzpah. Fisher, nice running catch as he slides on the track. And this one in on the hands, lifted out to left center. Look out! Noah Fisher!
And a voice keeps saying, this is where I'm meant to be.
Wobble, 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 wobble. Hit it! Wah, wah, wah. Oh my, you ain't never had a friend like me. Can your friends do this? Can your friends do that? Can your friends do that? You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend. Never had a friend like me. Yeah.
And that's how we go to the ninth inning.
Jake! Score!
Two runs driven in tonight. 1 for 2, a ball for sprint. And he knifes this one out to left. That should be down for extra bases, and it's going to be guaranteed as it hops into the seats. Ground rule double on an inside-out swing from Skoll.
And he'll be taken off the base paths immediately in place of designated runner Mark Smith. Skoll doing his job as the golden batter. Extra base knock.
Popped left side. Kyle Jackson the call. Kyle Jackson the catch. To sit down Reese Hampton as Danny Hosley remains unscored upon.
Dan Oberst!
That ball golfed deep out to left. Fisher to the track, makes the catch with his keister up against the wall. It's about as close as you can come to tying this game.
And you can see Fisher shrugging his shoulders at the fans beyond that left field wall, starting to jaw with Fish, hoping the Bananas can try and even this ball game. And here's the benefit of back-to-back plate appearances as the golden batter Oberst.
Party Animals, the entire team has joined Holden on the mound. going to get right back to the action. The 0-1. A ball and a strike now on Oberst. Coming off 2 home runs last weekend in the Banana Ball Open. And he launches this deep out to right field. Dan Oberst has tied this game up too. Obliterated.
And the trend, it's continuing for the Party Animals as well. Another blown save this season from the Animals. They're 6th in 2026. And for Dan Oberst, the hottest guy in this Bananas lineup, continues to rake and flash the opposite field pop.
Second deck smash the other way. And we'll get another 2-2 from Holden to MJG. Called strike 3, finally a fastball. It's right down the chute. Holden back-to-back punch-outs to close out the 9th. But the solo home run from Dan Oberst has us going to showdowns.
Frozen pizza for Peter Holden just goes right back to the gas after the injury timeout, and it pays dividends for the Animals. Showdowns for the first time between these feared foes. And all you're focused on is driving in Mark Smith from third.
Swing and a miss! Danny Hosley bends, but he does not break.
The Animals turn to their reigning MVP, and Haas able to set him down.
So the Animals will go back to Drew Gillespie.
Dan Oberst is going to be the first guy coming up in round 1. You don't want him facing Peter Holden for a 3rd time, considering he's seen the ball exceptionally well.
Liner, deep out to right. This is big-time trouble. Oberst already around first. It settles just shy of the track. Bobo to it. Fires to Gillespie. Oberst around third. The relay. That's in plenty of time. Great defense by Bobo, Gillespie, and Cosgrove. And we're headed to round 2. Jason Swan will swing it here in round 2. Swan, a slow chopper. Hosley fell off the mound. Looks like he is no worse for wear. He will track this ball down just in front of third base and meet Jason Swan, who gives him a spin move and is tagged out. As Hosley executes on the payoff pitch. So now Mike Vivacis goes back to Peter Holden, who got a fly out to start the 9th inning, then gave up the game-tying homer to Dan Oberst, followed it with back-to-back strikeouts. He faces Kyle Jackson with the game on the line. The 1-2. Fastball, called strike 3. Peter Holden, showdown shutdown with the K. We're going to round 3. Back out there after the scoreless 9th inning. And he has now faced 4 batters in showdowns as well. Swing and a miss! Hosley gets a cuff! Another showdown shutdown! Another K for Danny Do-It-All! Peter Holden has to match Danny Do-It-All. The bags are full of bananas. DR Meadows, who pinch hit for Hosley in the 8th and grounded out, swings it here in round 3.
And the thought's the exact same for the Bananas. Just bring up a guy who puts the ball in play, know that he's going to shorten up his swing and hopefully deliver you the game-winning knock. Meadows doesn't have to come around and score. All he's got to do is drive in Grisaffi at third base.
The 0-1 doesn't bite on the changeup. And Ty Jackson off second, Dan Oberst off first. Really out there for show. Bryce Grisaffi, the game-winning run on third. The 1-1. And another great take from Meadows. Back-to-back changeups from Pistol Pete, his best pitch. As DR pulls ahead in the count. Chopper, that will do it! David Ray Meadows, your hero for the Bananas, who come back to win it 3-2 after 3 rounds of showdowns. Even without
their 2024 MVP in the starting lineup tonight. Somehow, someway, D.R. Meadows, one of the greatest to ever do it, is able to deliver the Bananas a 3-2 walk-off victory in Showdowns against the boys in black and pink. What a come-from-behind performance from the Bananas. Far and away the best team in the 9th inning this season, and becoming one of the best in Showdowns as well. A prime reason they are now 11-1 to start the 2026 regular season.
Derek Klena will sing. We've got a lot to talk about after this. It is round 2 in Yankee Stadium between the Savannah Bananas and their arch rival, the Party Animals. It took 3 rounds of showdowns on Friday night for the Bananas to complete their comeback and make it 7 straight victories. Today, 2 2025 Pitcher of the Year candidates duel as Noah Nisnik and the Nanners are hunting a series sweep, while Brett Helton looks to be the stopper for the Animals in this series finale. Heck of a grand conclusion to another wild weekend of Banana Ball, and we bring it to you live against the 4 and 8 Animals. And soft contact, A-cuff, right side, Max Young-Goldberg. Tip drill will clean it up. There is your first trick play of the afternoon with the Bananas. As Jake Skoll muscles this one deep out to left center, and it's gonna be all the way to the wall. Hampton with a great read is going to score easily, and Jake Skoll, the RBI double after providing most of the offense last night for the Party Animals.
Big knock for Jake Skoll. Now has a hit in each of his last 11 starts. Haven't played in conditions like these this season. Can be very tough for Nisnik to be gripping that banana ball right now, but he will escape trouble with men on the corners. Coxey collects another trick play for 2
after those 3 rounds of showdowns. Chopper to short. Chase A-cuff between the legs, make it a perfect 23 for 23 in the Pioneer League last year. And a high fly ball, too much launch angle though. Reeves there for the second out. Alexiadis tagging. It's gonna be a sacrifice fly. This one lofted to straightaway center. Reese Hampton lining it up. And there to put a point on the board for the Party Animals. Tanner Thomas, bottom 3 in the order for the Party Animals, as Tanner swings through the fastball right down the chute. Nisnik, his second punch out.
For Noah Nisnik in this ball game, now up to 5 today already.
The 9th man he faces into a double trick play.
Your voice is like the angels sighing. I have no choice, I hear your voice. It feels like flying. I close my eyes. Oh God, I think I'm falling down from the skies. I close my eyes. Heaven help me when you call my name. It's like a little prayer. Down on my knees, I wanna take you there in the midnight hour. I can feel your power, just like a prayer. I wanna take you there when you call my name. It's like a little prayer. Down on my knees, I wanna take you there.
Jackson Olsen, high fly ball deep out to right. Skoll has it just shy of the wall. Good poke by Jackie after being serenaded by Derek Klena.
When his last last start on April 12th. Reeves had a 4-hit game for the Animals that certainly helped put him in that position. Now Jason Swan skies this one into right field, and Reese Alexianis hauls it in to 5 trick plays in the game, and Alexianis has...
Deuce is wild. Swing and a miss! Nisnik goes to the off-speed. Bouncing ball, Bloomer. There's one at second. Ballard to first. Jason Swan behind the back. A double play with a trick.
Bells in this trick play battle, that is for sure. And Meadows again, not hustling down the line super well, not at 100%.
Swing and a miss. The changeup for another strikeout from Help.
No self-confidence, but you see, the winner takes it all. The winner takes it all. The game is on again. A lover or a friend, a big thing or a small, the winner takes it all. The winner takes it
Holy moly. I want to talk about pipes. Ben Platt. Another 2-2. Past Ziegler into right field. Smith getting the wave around. Ty Jackson's throw is going to be on a couple hops and well late.
She was more like a beauty queen from my movie scene. I said, don't mind, but what do you mean? I am the one who would dance on the floor and around. And people always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. And mama always told me, be careful who you love. Be careful what you do. Love becomes the truth. Hey, Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl. I am the one, but the kid is not my son. She says I am the one, but the kid is not my She says I am the one, but the kid is not my son. Billie Jean is not my lover.
Escorted by Matt Martinez, star of MJ the Musical. Now batting Kyle KJ Jackson.
Taking over for JT Sokolov. Tough play here for Bloomer, and he clangs it. Fair ball. It bounced off Bloomer in fair territory. There it is! Brett Houghton coming through in the clutch with his 3rd K on the deck for the Party Animals. There goes KJ again, and the bender low, ball home will throw through. Grizz coming home. Acuff throw! In time! Chase Acuff!
Coach Gillum's green light special base running system, and it backfires on them here in the 4th inning. Tremendous heads-up play from Chase Acuff, immediately firing home to gun down Grizzappi.
His little stand behind us. That ball high and deep to left. TJ Reeves. A flight of passage. His first career banana ball home run comes in Yankee Stadium.
Reeves staying hot after 4 hits in his last start for the boys in black and pink. It's TJ leaving the yard for the first time in 2026. A big blast for the Animals rookie.
2024 Frontier League Rookie of the Year with the Florence Yalls as Jason Swan bounces into a double trick play. Cox to Ziegler, the Keystone State connection once again. Go back to Vava's home run in Cooperstown in 2023, but this time, Luigs wins the round. Freezes Vivaces with the fastball. And has been in professional baseball since 2016. That ball hit well by Andy Cosgrove, but a leaping catch. Robert Anthony Cruz takes a knock away from Cosgrove. Kelsey, 8 batters faced, a retired.
Watch this beat go, we hooligan. We pop out, we acting a fool again. Ha 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 ha. Hooligan, watch this.
Gives the fans another chance, and that's caught! Beautiful barehanded catch in the second deck to take care of Danny Hosley.
Foul ball in this series for the folks in Yankee Stadium. Beautiful.
Bowler and Super Bowl champion, please welcome Russell Wilson.
What a full circle moment for Russell Wilson. Played for Jesse Cole's summer college baseball team in 2009, the Gastonia Grizzlies. And now he suits up as a Savannah Banana. Broken bat. Jason Swan fields it between the legs, flip to Lialios. Nearly a collision with Russell Wilson at first. A trick play for Swan. What a cool moment. All the way to the backstop, Tanner taking off for first. Bill, no play. Tanner Thomas, his first steal of first base this year. As this one, a worm burner to Olsen, fielded and flipped between the legs.
He and his Bananas teammates shift the infield in as this one is lined right over the head or the glove of Ryan Cox. And pinch hitter Mark Smith, who is moved out of that designated runner spot, comes away with the base knock and an extremely special one at that.
Jam shot, a cuff between the legs, smooth as silk. On a hop, Swan to second, just in time. A cuff return for the 3-6-3 twin killing. Big league pop, left side. Cox battling the sun, will tip it. And rack there with the bare hand snap.
Things to come for their catcher who's DHing today.
Ooh, Jackie, tough hop, but he's able to stick with it, fielding it between the legs. He said the hamstring went straight to pulled pork as this one pulled down the third baseline. Fair, Dustin Baber off the bench. His first swing of the afternoon is going to be a double, and wheeling around to score. Brunson ball home from first. RBI two-bagger from Derek Gin.
To bat, a 2-time All-Star and 4-time World Series champion for your New York Yankees. Please welcome Tino Martinez.
You gotta be kidding me. 16 years in the big, 7 of them spent here in the Bronx. 4-time World Series champion Tino Martinez. And we have Matt Vasgersian in the booth for him.
Let me tell you something, as a Padres fan,
sorry.
if there's justice.
And he does. gnarly two-seam fastball as Tino Martinez.
See, this is the perfect platform for you to be able to share these opinions, these feelings.
Yeah, I could finally say what I've been trying to say for a long time without.
Has brought it into the sport of banana ball.
Wow.
And a swing and a miss.
He's gonna strike out the side here.
2024 party animal. He was a banana the year before.
Locked on Facebook Marketplace.
Another pistol squat from Dylan Porter. And a swing and a miss. He strikes out the side, and the party animals dominate this Sunday matinee. 7-1 winners over the Savannah Bananas.
He threw a strikeout pitch with that. That's not easy. Way to go, dude. These guys are bummed.
Quick pitch strikeout.
Let them dance.